Greetings, mortals. I am Nactus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of manga. Today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 314, Aggregation. Why do I have a weird feeling like this chapter is gonna have a different title once the official translations get released? Just a suspicion I have. But, well, we'll confirm it in a couple of hours, I suppose. But yeah, anyways, let's get into this chapter. Because we all know what this chapter is gonna be. A bunch of Lucifer kicking ass. Because let's be real here, you end the last chapter off with a Lucifer about to appear. You even have the unofficial state, which I'm not sure if that's true in manga or how this translation works, about how the final act of this part of the story is approaching. And everyone's been screaming up to the heavens how it's when the top ranking devils appear is when the story is actually gonna matter. Everyone else doesn't matter. Every villain else doesn't matter. So obviously I'm expecting some very serious badass Lucifer action, people. So with that said, let's get into this chapter. Because of course I take my Demon Kings very seriously as the Demon King myself. So yeah, we start this chapter off with a bunch of random Spirit Resistance members being like, no way, to think that there was a magic night. As we get the caption saying, the ancient demon resistance, the fierce battle continues outside the Spirit Kingdom's Zoro Castle, and fierce battle? We barely focus on this shit. Like, the last time we focused on this was when that freaking giant ancient demon came back on its feet. And then we see the demon, like, having his body erupting from flames, and we see Melion her form be like, that could as a space as citizens are like, that could overwhelm an ancient demon. As they get a close up of Melion's face, she's like, with hellfire incarnate, the more I fight, the higher my increase of firepower. Seriously, now we have things increases of mana that doesn't even require more mana? Well, power that doesn't even require more mana? My god, what kind of power-ups? The Black Clover really needs to get their power-ups in check, because I'm guessing a very hyping Lucifer here if he's gonna be able to overwhelm all that. And then we see in the next panel Meliona like just obliterating the top half of the ancient demon god. And then she's like the ancient demons is incinerated. What was the point of these twins now that I think about it? Like their battles really don't matter much, and we didn't even get like a full backstory, but it's kinda weird we have this mention of them. Hopefully their names are at least revealed so we know what to refer to them. As then we have the spirit just being like, whoa! She defeated the ancient demon! As then we see Meliora jumping on the floor. As Meliora's like, now, let's clean up this mess, shall we? To be fair, most of it is cleaned up. All that's left is a giant number of lower-ranking demons. I'm not sure what this even is supposed to mean. So anyways, then we have Nozel, I'm guessing, showing up in where the Black Bulls are. It's like, I'm sorry for everything that you've had to go through. Or is him being outside? I don't know. It's got very weird where they are. This one doesn't really explain fully where everyone is, actually. Maybe he is supposed to be outside? I don't know. As then we have Langus also appears like Captain Vengeance! As Patrick also appears, which means he might also come. It's like William! As Dolph is there. Really not, doesn't seem to be hurt anymore. I guess it's like one of those things you have to cut because of, everything else. As Dolph is like, splendid work, everyone! Which kind of just reminds me of how absolutely worthless everything in these battles have been this arc. Your predictions about these top-ranking devils better be right, people! We've been patient for at least 4 volumes at this point, and you're telling us patience better be a thing now. As we have the Black Bulls again screaming, Captain Yummy! As then we see the beat-up Morris, which pretty much confirms there was like no battle. Like as soon as like Henry like slammed him through a couple of times with his bull, and then someone kicked him into the wall, it's pretty much confirmed that it's no difference. As we see getting closer and closer to Morris, as we have the mouth that Lucifer was in, except with no those giant teeth. As we have Lucifer speaking with, I applaud you for all your hard work, human. referring to Morris, of course. And then we had like a bunch of that dark magic or whatever, like bursting. As we see the crack that was in the last chapter, as we see, I guess, some narration from Lucifer is like, the gate to the second layer of the underworld has opened. As we see the first ranks from the underworld, which now makes you wonder where the highest ranking demons from the third layer, since none of the demons from the first layer that we've seen resemble Zagreus at all. Weird. And something else that people are gonna be mentioning a bit late, but we'll be talking about it in the end of the chapter. As we see Magna and Asta being shocked. As then we see Dante being, Morris being covered in that black gong that Vonica was covered in. Except nothing really coming from his Lucifer not popping off from his body for some reason. As Lucifer speaks with, the gate has opened even faster now that I've squeezed the life out of its accelerant. So again being Morris, which I'm curious if this is the same thing as Vonica, because Majiko never stated she had to squeeze the life out of Vonica. It says she just had to be in a dying state, which who knows where that dying state even is for Vonica at this point. And it seems like this one, and then we have the Lucifer being like, I am capable of intercepting with lower level devils, even without the Cliffa. Which is true because I was looking at with Libe, which then we have like the low ranking devils combining and possibly low ranking devils combining into like one. Oh my god, is this gonna be like an Eldritch type of creature where it's like a bunch of different limbs? Oh, this is gonna be sounds like so badass. And then we have like the devil's even more infusion. I'm wondering Eldritch kind of monstrosity is gonna come here. As Lucifer's like, no, up to the two layers have been opened. As you see like these bodies like mashing together into like I'm assuming it's the arm was them all combined to one creature, monstrous creature, with all the demons seemingly screaming in pain as it even starts to cover Yami's and Williams with those gates, those things that were sealed in. As it seems like the gong is actually like sent to cover Yami's mouth with it. As the black bulls are like, Captain Yami! As then we have Lucifer be like, all the devils on the first, second layers. So wait, does that mean the level devils from the mid and high ranking are also there taken? Whoa. Oh, this is gonna be some really Altrix monstrosity. As we're getting from the outside, I'm guessing is like a bunch of like the whatever Lucifer's final current appearance will be coming out, and some of this Heart Kingdom and Spade Kingdom resistance members are like, what the more and more of the devils are aggregating. And then we have someone will be like the castle is, as we see, I think Alpha was his name, the guy who had like Scar, who's the one of the two only known members of the Spirit Resistance, being like, that's. As then we see the Lucifer's appearance, and it's a breaking through the buildings, like, and it is a giant dick with tentacles. What? It's a giant dick, or mushroom, or worm, if I recall. Some people might so say. It's a with Lucifer's mouth and horns. Mouth that kind of resembles that tongue met Dr. Seipel that attacked the Hot Kingdom with Vonica. What? What the that is... Well, then we have Lucifero saying can be possessed through the manifestation of I, Lucifero. Well, if Lucifero... Well, I'm gonna give... Time to give Lucifero the reward that he did. What? A giant dick? That's Lucifer's manifestation? Well, alright, if Lucifer's gonna look like a giant dick in this climax, then I might as well give him the dignity he deserves. Alright, let's see here. Well, I guess guess the start of the so I guess the end of the cliff is actually just the just the groin of a male character because apparently Lucifer is a dick, while the other two, the time based upon time, are just the balls. So Vanica, Lopechica, and Noel are currently butt naked. So does that mean that and Lucifer is now a dick? So did someone send me a Black Clover hentai by chapter by any mistakes? Because this looks like a hentai to me. Well, is the reason why Meliona was fighting almost in a straight line from the battle with where Vonica was because Tabata wanted to get raped by Lucifero? Does this mean Does this mean that so? Is that everyone who is going to battle against Lucifero technically gonna be raping Lucifero because he's a giant dick? Is this the reason why Morris and Dante sucked so much? Is because their devil is a fucking dick? Is the true meaning of Lucifero the fact he's a giant dick? Put even more of your dick Lucifero jokes in the comments below because that's the dignity this is supposed to mean. Oh, by the way, if you look in the background, you can still see those three cocoons. Although I'm not sure where the fourth one is right now, but again, maybe it's like behind, I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, unless there's some movements, it seems like the tower that Lucifero come from and destroyed, maybe the one with Vonica. I mean, granted, it's kind of hard to tell. We don't see any kind of plants or any kind of thing like that. But if Tabata is gonna kill Vonica off, she might be dead because Lucifero crushed, and I really don't see her in a dying state be able to survive that thing. So I guess her manifesting now would, or whatever that undying body thing would actually make sense. So anyways, the Dick is currently using his gravity magic. Also, what's with mangas making the gravity users be like one of the most pathetic members or one of the weaker people? Because I'm pretty sure the number of characters who are capable and they have gravity magic is like even zero. At least they are giving their gravity characters with respect and dignity. And not giant dicks. So anyways, gravity magic like pushes down a bunch of the space resistance as well as the Heart Kingdom members. So, except for Melior, who's still standing. Wow, isn't the Heart Kingdom and space resistance so fucking useful? I haven't seen so much usefulness since Sakura from Naruto. So anyways, then we have the soldiers being like gravity magic. As they will often be like, it's the devil that possessed Dante. As Floga is like the strongest devil. This is really bad. If this goes on, really, Emiliano is still standing. Is this supposed to be the tension or something? As the Floga is in like the world will. As then we have the Black Bulls base approaching. As when we have these supposed to be badass shots from the Black Bulls. As we get a serious faced it has to be like fate manipulation magic, absolute invasion. Then we have Charmy being like, eat a whole bunch, magic power recovery. I'm not sure if that's for the Black Bulls or for like the soldiers, which again shows us a problem with the way this all the battles end with the heroes so winning and all these magic knights is the problem. We're in tension. Ghost using gray multiplication as he starts to actually bleed from his eye. That's how much he uses his his magic item. Which thank God there's actually some tension here because otherwise it's just fake. In all honesty, then we have Gray being like castle, black balls, hideout, material, metamorphosis. As then we have Golden and Gray and Henry be like magic power absorption, curse division. As they're both saying screaming as they are like recombine. As then we have a bunch of some of the Black Bulls be like, we don't know if you're the strongest devil or whatever. As we have the Black Bulls base being with Super Saiyan Giant Bull as it's but get the hell out of here as it punches Lucifero's giant dick form. as the narrator is like, the fierce battle between the devil and the giant begins. Fierce battle? The battle between Melion was almost entirely off screen, except for the end and the beginning. And now you're gonna tell me this is a fierce battle, even though this is literally tension of below zero. And when I say tension, I'm not one of those people who prefers death. I'm one of those people who actually wants, characters beaten down and defeated on the floor, not the characters staying up, back up, and fighting back. So yeah, I guess now we're gonna have the Black Bull's base punching a giant dick. Oh my god. This is supposed to be like the big twist. This is supposed to be like, oh my god. This supposed to be the beginning of the next volume? The end of the current volume 31? Again, I'm not exactly sure how this goes. But my god. This is supposed to be it. This. Alright, so some people are gonna say, I have to be patient. This is just the beginning of the battle. And let's be real here, this this dick that Lucifer is right now, may not even be his final form in the battle. It's possible it will change. After all, we're talking about combining different devils, and there's no way that all devils got combined instantly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the next chapter's twist is gonna be Lucifer finally getting his, like, semi-manifested form. But come on, is this really how you're gonna start with the manifestation of Lucifer, the king of the devils, the thing that we're supposed to be fearing, the thing that's supposed to be like the big bat? Like, this chapter is just. Also, this is literally. The end of this chapter is literally the same as the chapter with Morse is a couple of chapters ago. Like, how are we supposed to, like, take this seriously, people? Look, if this is gonna be a twist, fine. Like, have a twist where this is gonna be intimidating, but right now, it just sucks. Like, patience doesn't work here, especially after what, almost an entire year of being patient. My god, like, this isn't as bad as the Gacha one, but this one's just frustrating. But yeah, this is supposed to be the final climax. I really hope it's not. Like, maybe Lucifer does win, maybe Yami actually dies, but even if it's either one of the two happens, I'm not really thinking it's gonna fix anything. Like, maybe, like, again, like, so yeah, anyways. Also, something some people may question is, where's the second gate's devil? Did he get absorbed as well? Was the second gate's devil Magicla? I feel like it would have been mentioned if Magicla was the second gate's devil in an SBS, like in volume 30 or something, but since it isn't, I'm guessing it's not. Maybe the second gate's devil was aware Lucifer was playing this, so he went to the third gate, or however these gates worked, and hide there until Lucifer finishes and then escape afterwards. I don't know. Like, look, listen, I was someone who expected this to be a red herring from day one. Like, this whole setup seems like a red herring to me, honestly. So I could totally see this being something else. But yeah, this chapter, again, this chapter is one of those, we have to wait to see how this is gonna end. Like, outside, like, unless it's end good, it's gonna matter. But again, like, I really hope this is not the end of this arc and it's, like, not all over and, like, everything else is gonna roll to something completely different, because it's really just terrible. Like, I hope to God this is not gonna end this way. Like, I hope there will be something to make it better. But I guess we will see later. I guess we have to be patient until the end of the year to see if there's gonna be something good coming from it. At least I think it's until the end of the month. Let's see, there doesn't seem to be any hints of there being a break, so I'm guessing volume. So I guess we are going to have next week as well, though it could be there will be a break. So let's see here how many ones we have until, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like so we have 5 more weeks until the end of the year. Let's see here. I think that I think one of them we can at least pull out, like the Christmas one. So I guess 4 chapters more. Which let's hope it's not, because so far this entire year has nothing but Ben, be patient, be patient, be patient. But yeah, anyways, those are my thoughts on the chapter. I hope you leave your thoughts in the chapter down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And not to forget about the dick jokes about Lucifero. I might even read, if they're funny enough, I'll probably even read them if you want. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future, and with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Goodbye.